something else. Names. Atlantis. Back in the surface world, it's just me. Council of Houses thing that nobody told me. Again. He's still just a surface dweller.
I was gonna kill you last.
We've got to get out of here.
Everyone, light it up!
Max turned his people into an arm. Well, that'll be easy. Mine. Deal with these worms. Come on, you spineless.
What will do just?
And wield his trident.
Run! All my power will be. Kill! An improvement. Come on, little brother, I know you're in there. Or you die. By Atlantis' blood. My attack. I'm coming for you. Don't let him take it. And for me to reclaim my true king. Atlantis just become the one true king.
That we ran it together.
Then you, no matter, you are warm. Oh, go! I better get...
What happened to you?
Definitely big enough to be an Atlantis ship.
Impossible. Thank God for global warming, am I right? The tracks lead down.
Tracks lead down there, which...
Believe this. You ever thought we were just going to find a...
On something big here, Doc.
Astounding. Whoa.
To kill the man.
Get out of here! You mean...
Stole from you. For my legions.
What the hell is...
Then and lock target.
Hydro... Intruder in...
Fighting for fire!
Point. Roger.
Watch out for the civilians!
Speed of 600 knots.
Not yet! Away from my wife!
Kill his woman? Aquaman. Executive power.
Hands empty. While our...
Just try and lay it low when we get in there, okay? Oh, topo, you dumb squid!
Some desert or remnants, death sustenance. If they cat, they're limiting his water supply.
And if you do him, then I think of him every day.
With her. Once she broke...
What the hell are you doing? You're the one who put me here. There's a treaty with the fishermen. Oh, shit. Hey, little brother. Pick up and open the door. My idea. All right, come on. Wait. Yeah. No.
I didn't know that.
go.
Fine.
Ah, you're stupid-headed!
Okay, but there have been rumors. It's been buried for years, but too close. You don't come back. Soon you'll be more. I sense them closer. We couldn't have.
To tell you that the orichalcum
I win.
Ask to give him our coordinates. You know, it'd be amazing. You gotta admit.
What? Or a slice of za? Pepperoni?
For swirlers, give their food something to
Saw that.
Sherlock.
What is it?
It's cockroach.
Here.
It's not normal.
The flora and fauna in a short amount of time.
Come on! No, I'm used to running! Holy shit! Yeah! Wait!
So what do you want to do? Stay here and fight the true king? Bill?
About y'all's back!
David, just ran more tests of this data. David?
I'm gonna kill off the birds and life.
Hey guys! Today we're diving deep into the kelp forests and hidden kingdoms of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, where our favorite aquatic monarch, Arthur Curry, is learning that being king of Atlantis is perhaps slightly less challenging than convincing a toddler to eat his greens. We kick off with Arthur himself, hilariously struggling with domestic bliss, specifically a leaky faucet, because, you know, even the king of the seven seas can't escape home maintenance. He's navigating life as a new dad, grappling with his infant son, Arthur Jr., and trying to find some semblance of normalcy between saving the world and changing diapers. Before you head off, if you're enjoying the kind of content I make, please consider liking and subscribing. No pressure, but it truly helps me keep the action coming. our hero quickly moves from DIY plumbing to the rather less exciting realm of Atlantean politics. Imagine being a superhero capable of commanding entire oceans, only to be stuck in a meeting where everyone's discussing maritime trade agreements and coral reef preservation policies. Sounds like my Monday morning. The stuffy council members, draped in their elaborate sea-inspired robes, drone on, while Arthur, bless his big heart, clearly yearns for a good old-fashioned monster brawl. He's presented with a pressing issue. The surface world's pollution is literally poisoning the oceans, reminding us that even mythical kingdoms aren't immune to our trash problem. This isn't just a minor inconvenience, it's a creeping threat, a shadow that stretches from the deepest trenches to the sunlit surface. The ocean's health, once a given, is now a constant worry, a slow-burning crisis that demands his kingly attention. The weight of his responsibilities as a bridge between two worlds is visibly pressing down on him, even as he tries to keep a poker face during endless discussions. Meanwhile, far from the Atlantean Council's debates, a familiar face, or rather, a familiar helmet, is back in the picture. David Kane, aka Black Manta, is not just rebuilding his signature suit, he's rebuilding his entire life around one single fiery obsession: vengeance against Aquaman. He's holed up in a lair that looks like a mad scientist's garage mashed with an ancient history museum. Every piece of salvaged tech, every arcane diagram, every flickering holographic map is dedicated to finding a way to absolutely obliterate Arthur. He's not just powered by hate, he's driven by a burning desire to avenge his father's death, making him a villain with a tragic, if twisted, motivation. The crackle of electricity as he welds a new piece onto his suit, the whispered incantations. As he deciphers ancient scripts, it all paints a picture of a man utterly consumed. He's not just a bad guy, he's a meticulously dedicated bad guy, which, let's be honest, is almost impressive. Manta's research pays off when he stumbles upon a chilling clue. He's scrutinizing some seriously ancient Atlantean artifacts, the kind that probably need a do-not-touch sign in multiple dead languages. One particular relic, shimmering with an eerie, cold light, reveals a hidden inscription. It's not just a pretty pattern, it's a terrifying roadmap to power. The metallic clang of his tools dropping to the floor punctuates the revelation. The legend of the Black Trident. This isn't your average three-pronged fish poker. It's a weapon of immense, unholy power, tied to the lost, cursed kingdom of Necros. The narration describes the chilling whispers of history, the deep rumbling of forgotten magic emanating from the texts he studies. You can almost hear the ancient, malevolent energy throbbing from the pages. He sees its potential not just as a weapon against Aquaman, but as a key to reshaping the very world, an object of pure, destructive might. His eyes, visible through the helmet's visor, gleam with a dark, dangerous ambition. He's not just looking for a fight, he's looking for annihilation. Fueled by his newfound knowledge, Manta and his crew embark on a perilous expedition, navigating treacherous waters to the long-forgotten, ice-encased kingdom of Necros. Imagine an Atlantean kingdom, but if it went through a really, really bad breakup and decided to self-isolate in an eternal winter. It's a place where the very air seems to hum with forgotten sorrows and ancient, chilling power. The crunch of ice under their boots and the haunting echo of their voices off the colossal, frozen architecture emphasize the utter desolation. They finally locate the Black Trident, entombed in ice and ancient rock, its dark, jagged prongs hinting at its sinister purpose. As Manta pulls it free, a guttural, almost seismic tremor vibrates through the ruined city. The air crackles with dark energy, a sickly green light pulsing from the weapon as he grasps it. A shiver, not of cold, but of raw, untamed power, seems to ripple through the very fabric of the ocean. This isn't just a fancy stick. It's a cosmic bad omen, a harbinger of doom, ready to unleash chaos. Now armed with the Black Trident, Manta wastes no time putting his new, terrifying toy to use. He doesn't start small. Oh no. He goes straight for a massive, multi-tentacled drilling machine, the kind that looks like it belongs in a sci-fi horror movie. With a menacing hum, he plunges the Black Trident into the machine's core, and with a guttural roar, it awakens. The ground shudders as the drill bites into the seabed, tearing apart ancient ecosystems. The metallic grind of the drill against rock is deafening, sending shockwaves through the water. It's not just extraction, it's an assault on nature itself, draining vital resources and causing catastrophic ecological damage. The ocean groans in protest, a symphony of destruction. Arthur, from miles away, feels the tremor, a primal disturbance in his connection to the sea. He knows deep in his gut that something profoundly wrong, something powerful and evil has been unleashed. Arthur, sensing the ocean's distress, rushes to the scene of the ecological crime. What he finds is not just a mess, it's a gaping wound in the ocean floor, a testament to Manta's destructive power. The usually vibrant coral reefs are shattered. The once bustling marine life is scattered, displaced, or worse. The air is thick with the metallic tang of machinery and the faint, acrid smell of burnt earth. even underwater. The deep, guttural thrum of the Black Trident's lingering energy still vibrates in the water, a chilling signature. He surveys the destruction with a grim expression, the weight of his crown feeling heavier than ever. This isn't just a random act of villainy, it's a targeted assault on his world, a direct challenge to his authority and his very being. The fight isn't just about stopping a bad guy anymore, it's about protecting the very heart of Atlantis and the delicate balance of the planet. Back in Atlantis, the grim reality sinks in. The power Manta wields with the Black Trident isn't just formidable, it's ancient and deeply malevolent, something Arthur can't face with just his usual punch-and-splash tactics. He paces, the echoing clink of his trident against the Atlantean. Marble floor, a rhythmic counterpoint to his troubled thoughts. He's a king, yes, but he's also pragmatic. He knows when he's outmatched. And that, dear friends, brings him to a truly awkward conclusion. He needs help. Specific help. The kind of help that involves breaking a certain half-brother out of a maximum security desert prison. Yes, Orm, the very guy he locked up. The thought alone probably tastes like soggy kelp, but desperate times, as they say, call for desperate measures, or at least a reluctant family reunion. It's a bitter pill to swallow, realizing his old adversary might be his only key to victory. The sheer irony isn't lost on him, or us for that matter. So, our King of the Seas, in a slightly less regal mode, ventures into the scorching, sun-baked desert to liberate his brother. It's not exactly a mission accomplished banner moment. The clanking of Arthur's armor against the parched desert rocks, the gritty sand stinging his skin, it's all a stark contrast to his usual aquatic stomping grounds. He confronts the prison guards who, bless their hearts, probably thought they were just signing up for a quiet gig guarding a former fish king. Cue the classic Aquaman entrance. A few well-placed punches, a bit of watery persuasion, if he could even find water in this sandpit, and a general aura of, "I'm king, get out of my way." The guards' futile shouts echo in the vast, empty expanse. The metallic scrape of a heavy door being wrenched open reveals Orm, looking appropriately grizzled and annoyed in his stark, isolated cell. It's not exactly a heartwarming family reunion, more like an extremely tense hostage negotiation with extra sibling rivalry. Out of his sandy confinement, Orm isn't exactly thrilled to see his liberator, let alone join forces with him. The air crackles with unspoken animosity, a palpable tension between the two brothers, almost thick enough to cut with a dull butter knife. Orm, looking more like a desert nomad than a former king, initially refuses, spewing a few choice Atlantean insults and reminding Arthur of their less than chummy past. The rustle of their clothes in the desert wind highlights the awkward silence. Arthur, however, lays out the cold, hard facts. Black Manta, the Black Trident, world-ending power, the usual Tuesday. The sheer scale of Manta's threat, and the ancient evil he wields, finally penetrates Orm's hardened exterior. A grudging nod, a reluctant sigh, and just like that, the two warring brothers are reluctantly united, bound by a common existential threat. It's less Avengers Assemble, and more, fine, I'll help, but don't touch my stuff. Their first stop, a friendly family road trip destination, is the Trench. Not exactly the kind of place you'd bring your kids for a picnic. This terrifying, bioluminescent abyss is home to the most monstrous, nightmare-inducing creatures of the deep. The ominous creaking of their submersible against the immense water pressure and the low growls from the unseen horrors outside create a palpable sense of dread. The Trench, with its jagged rock formations and glowing, predatory flora, is a stark reminder of the ocean's untamed, ancient power. It's a place where evolution apparently went wild and decided more teeth was always the answer. Orm surprisingly seems a little less out of his element here, his knowledge of these dark corners proving invaluable. Arthur, ever the leader, navigates the sub through impossible passages, dodging razor-sharp teeth and luminescent tentacles. This journey is their first real test as a duo, proving that sometimes even sworn enemies can find common ground when facing something truly horrifying. Navigating the Trench's terrifying depths, they stumble upon an ancient Atlantean outpost, a relic from an era long before Atlantis was even a twinkle in some ancient king's eye. It's covered in moss and barnacles, probably smelling faintly of historical dampness. Here, they discover a forgotten archive, a vault of knowledge tucked away from the ravages of time and the even more ravaging effects of sibling squabbles. The dusty shelves and crumbling scrolls hold the key. A map, not just to any lost kingdom, but to one even more ancient, hidden away and brimming with forgotten magic. The faint crackle of energy from the map, as Arthur touches it, hints at its profound power. This kingdom, they deduce, holds the secrets of the Black Trident's origin, and perhaps, more importantly, its weakness. The stakes are getting higher. Folks and our brothers are diving deeper into Atlantean lore than any History Channel documentary ever could. Just as they get a whiff of a new lead, Manta's forces, now beefed up with a fresh batch of stylishly evil mercenaries, attack. And these aren't just any henchmen, They're riding giant armored stingrays. Yes, you heard that right. It's like a medieval cavalry charge, but underwater, with more venom and less hay. The whoosh of the stingray's powerful wings cutting. Through the water, the metallic clatter of Atlantean weaponry against their scales. It's a symphony of chaos. Arthur and Orm, momentarily forgetting their differences, fight back to back, their tridents clashing against swords and energy, blasts. The stingrays are surprisingly agile, their massive forms weaving through coral canyons. This isn't just a skirmish. It's a high-octane aquatic chase, demonstrating Manta's ever-growing power and resources. He's not just a guy in a suit anymore, he's got an entire evil enterprise going, complete with a marine menagerie. And let's be honest, those stingrays look pretty cool, even if they're trying to impale our heroes. During a brief reprieve from getting stingray stomped, Orm, in a moment of unexpected brotherly collaboration, examines a newly found artifact. The cool, smooth feel of the ancient stone in his hand seems to awaken dormant knowledge. Unlike Arthur, who probably just sees a shiny rock, Orm understands the whispers of ancient magic. He deciphers cryptic carvings, revealing deeper insights into the Black Trident's dark origins and its connection to primordial, barely remembered Atlantean spells. His voice, usually laced with sarcasm, takes on a serious, almost reverent tone as he speaks of forgotten rituals and vengeful spirits. The soft hum of the artifact, as he turns it in his hands, seems to resonate with his words. He explains that the trident isn't just a weapon, it's a conduit for something far older and more dangerous, something that feeds on negative emotions and the very essence of life. Arthur, for once, listens intently, realizing the true gravity of what they're up against. Orm's a jerk, but he's a very knowledgeable jerk. Their quest leads them to another fabled location, the Sunken Citadel, a truly ancient lost kingdom, rumored to hold secrets as old as Atlantis itself. Imagine a city that time forgot, then the ocean forgot, then everyone else forgot, until it was just a crumbling, waterlogged memory. They navigate their way through treacherous currents, using a derelict barnacle-encrusted ship as their makeshift transport, its rusted hull groaning under the pressure, the deep, foreboding shadows and eerie, swirling mist that shroud the citadel give it an almost spectral appearance. The city's ancient architecture, though crumbling, still hints at its former glory, a testament to a civilization that predates Atlantean history as we know it. The cold, silent depths around them seem to hold their breath, sensing the profound history. It's less a destination and more a journey into the heart of an ancient mystery, where every stone tells a story of forgotten power and eventual downfall. As they cautiously make their way into the sunken citadel, the brothers are met not by welcoming committees, but by ancient Atlantean guardians. These aren't your typical security guards. They're colossal, moss-covered warrior statues that spring to life with a spine-chilling grind of stone against stone. The deep guttural thud of their stone fists hitting the ancient ground sends tremors through the water. These guys clearly take their job seriously, even after a few millennia. Arthur and Orm, forced into another impromptu battle, deftly dodge, swinging stone arms and deflect powerful blows with their tridents, the metallic clang echoing eerily. It's a fight against the very essence of ancient protection, a test of their combined might against defenders who literally have nothing to lose, having been dead for centuries. It's almost unfair. How do you fight something that can't feel pain and is already technically dust? They're a true testament to the kind of ancient world-building magic this kingdom contains. After a slightly too energetic welcome from the stone guards, they finally discover the Citadel's true treasure, a hidden archive. Imagine a library. But instead of dusty old paperbacks, it's filled with shimmering holographic scrolls, glowing Atlantean tablets, and murals that pulse with ancient stories. It's a treasure trove of world-building lore. Here they uncover the chilling truth about King Kordax, the legendary malevolent ruler of this lost kingdom, and the original wielder of the Black Trident, the deep, resonant hum of the ancient holographic. Projectors fills the chamber as vivid images of Kordax's tyrannical reign and his ultimate downfall flicker to life. They learn that the Black Trident isn't just a powerful weapon. It's a conduit for Kordax's consciousness, a literal piece of his soul. The cold dread that creeps up Arthur's spine is almost palpable. This isn't just a villain with a weapon. It's an ancient evil reawakening, something far more sinister than they initially imagined. Back with our antagonist, the Black Trident isn't just a power-up for Manta. It's a parasite. He's becoming increasingly gaunt, his eyes taking on a disturbing, almost feverish glow through his helmet. He's seen whispering to the Trident, as if it were a sentient entity, and chillingly, it seems to whisper back. The low, guttural murmur of Kordax's ancient spirit can almost be heard through the narration, a subtle, insidious voice burrowing into Manta's mind. The weapon isn't just empowering him, it's slowly but surely taking him over, bending his will to its own malevolent purpose. It's a classic Faustian bargain, except Manta probably didn't read the fine print about the ancient evil possessing your claws. He's no longer fully in control. He's merely a puppet, a tool in Kordax's grand evil scheme to return and reclaim his lost kingdom. The subtle shifting of shadows around Manta, the eerie glow from the trident, all hint at the unseen, ancient hand pulling his strings. The Black Trident's power isn't just affecting Manta. It's wreaking havoc on a global scale. News reports, flashing across screens and snippets of human fear, show unprecedented global temperature spikes, oceans boiling, deserts expanding, and the kind of extreme weather events that make you want to invest in a really good bunker. The crackle of static over the news anchors' voices highlights the growing panic. The Black Trident isn't just a localized weapon. It's a global thermostat controller cranked up to apocalypse. It's draining the planet's life force, altering the very fabric of Earth's climate, all to power Kordax's dark return. The scientific community is baffled, but Arthur and Orm now understand the terrifying truth. This isn't just Manta trying to get revenge. It's a full-blown eco-catastrophe, an assault on life itself, instigated by an ancient weapon of mass planetary destruction. And honestly, it makes my electric bill look like pocket change. Arthur returns to Atlantis, seeking counsel and comfort from Mera, who's still recovering from her own skirmishes. The soft murmur of their voices is a stark contrast to the battle scenes. Their conversation, initially hushed and urgent, quickly shifts to their son, Arthur Jr. The innocent gurgles of their baby from a nearby room underscore the immense stakes. The metallic clang of a faraway Atlantean guard's spear reminds them that danger is never truly far. The safety of their child, their future, hangs heavy in the air. Mera, ever the strategist, helps Arthur piece together the ancient lore with current events confirming the terrifying reality of Kordax's impending return. She's not just his queen, she's his rock, his intellectual equal, helping him bear the immense burden of kingship and parenthood in a world on the brink. Her resolve strengthens his, reminding him what and who he's truly fighting for. As Kordax's power swells through the Black Trident, the ocean itself begins to rebel. Massive, violent storms rage on the surface, battering coastlines with titanic waves that crash with the force of 1,000 hammers. Underwater, the marine life, from the smallest shimmering fish to the colossal ancient leviathans, becomes erratic, aggressive, almost maddened by the planet's distress. The guttural roars of disturbed sea monsters echo through the abyssal plains, a symphony of oceanic rage. It's like the ocean is having a really, really bad day, and it's taking it out on everyone. This isn't just a metaphor, it's a tangible, terrifying manifestation of Kordax's evil, literally driving the world insane. Arthur feels every tremor, every panicked thrash of a creature, every drop in water temperature as if it were his own pain. His connection to the ocean is a double-edged sword, allowing him to feel the suffering of his kingdom, amplifying the urgency of their mission. Realizing the scale of the threat demands more than just two brothers and a lot of trident swinging, Arthur decides it's time for a grand gesture. He stands before the Atlantean Council, not just as their king, but as a desperate plea for unity. The murmuring of the council members, initially skeptical and resistant, gradually quiets as Arthur, in a rare moment of genuine eloquence, lays bare the existential threat. His voice, usually gruff, resonates with conviction as he speaks of the Black Trident's power and Kordax's dark return. He argues that only by uniting the traditionally isolated Seven Kingdoms can they hope to stand a chance. It's a political gamble, a diplomatic tightrope walk where one wrong step could lead to total chaos. He's trying to get ancient, stubborn kingdoms, who probably still hold grudges over who got the better clam harvest 5 centuries ago, to work together. Good luck, Arthur. This is harder than fighting a sea monster, probably. Their first diplomatic stop is the majestic Fisherman Kingdom, a place so stunning it probably makes those Instagram influencers weep with jealousy. Imagine a city built entirely of shimmering, living coral, glowing with a soft, ethereal light, surrounded by towering kelp forests that sway with the gentle currents. It's a truly magnificent piece of world building. Arthur, Orm, and Mera navigate through a bioluminescent wonderland, the water around them alive with tiny, glowing organisms, creating a breathtaking visual. The soft rustle of kelp against their suits is almost meditative. The people of the Fisherman Kingdom are known for their wisdom and deep connection to the ocean's rhythms, making them a crucial ally. But convincing them to join a war against an ancient evil will require more than just a pretty smile and a cool trident. Arthur's charm offensive is on, and let's hope it's more effective than his leaky faucet repairs. The reception in the Fisherman Kingdom is, as expected, grand and visually spectacular. The ruling family, adorned in intricate, shimmering regalia that looks like it's woven from moonlight and deep-sea pearls, greets them with a formal, albeit cautious, welcome. The gentle murmur of the court, the soft rustle of their elaborate garments fills the grand hall. They listen respectfully to Arthur's passionate plea, but their faces betray deep reservations. Their kingdom, peaceful and prosperous, has always remained neutral in Atlantean conflicts, valuing their tranquility above all else. The thought of war, of risking their people, sends visible ripples of apprehension through the court. It's a classic diplomatic stalemate. They understand the threat, but they're wary of the cost. Arthur needs to convince them that the cost of inaction is far greater, that Kordax's reach will extend even to their serene sanctuary. It's a reminder that even in a world of superpowers, politics and diplomacy can be the trickiest battles of all. Just as Arthur is trying to win over the Fisherman Kingdom with his charming tales of ancient evil, Manta decides to spice things up. He unleashes a truly devastating attack with the Black Trident, targeting Atlantean energy sources across various kingdoms. It's not just a power outage, it's an energy siphon of epic proportions, designed to feed Kordax and Accelerate. His return. Massive, swirling vortexes of dark energy erupt near Atlantean power conduits, sucking the very life out of their advanced technology. The deep, guttural thrum of the draining energy reverberates through the water, causing structural damage and panic. The metallic shriek of overstressed machinery and the distant cries of Atlanteans create a terrifying soundscape. This isn't just a physical assault, it's an economic and infrastructural blow, designed to cripple Atlantis and sow discord among the kingdoms. It also, naturally, supercharges the global climate crisis, because Manta apparently believes in multitasking his villainy. The widespread destruction caused by Manta's energy siphon attack proves to be the ultimate persuader. Even the most staunchly neutral kingdoms realize that remaining passive is no longer an option. The deep, rumbling explosions and the resulting power fluctuations are too close for comfort. The Fisherman King, with a heavy sigh that probably echoes through the coral palace, finally relents. The soft rustle of his robes as he makes his decision feels momentous. He pledges his kingdom's formidable forces and ancient knowledge to Arthur's cause, recognizing that this isn't just an Atlantean civil war, it's a global existential crisis. The sense of foreboding, however, remains. This alliance, forged in desperation, is their only hope, but it comes with a heavy price. It's a moment of reluctant heroism where even the most peace-loving among them realize that sometimes you just have to pick up a weapon and fight for what's right, even if it means risking everything. Also, who doesn't love a good underdog story, even with fish people? The attacks escalate, and even Atlantis itself becomes a battleground. Mara finds herself fiercely defending a section of the city perilously close to Arthur Jr.'s nursery. The metallic clang of her hydrokinetic blasts against Manta's drone forces, the whoosh of their energy weapons. It's a brutal, desperate fight. The small, innocent gurgles of baby Arthur Jr. from inside the nursery, oblivious to the chaos, punctuate the intense action, highlighting his extreme vulnerability. Mara, usually composed, fights with a primal ferocity, fueled by a mother's protective instinct. She's not just a queen or a warrior, she's a mom bear, and you do not mess with her cub. This isn't just about protecting Atlantis, it's about protecting their family, their lineage, the very heart of Arthur's world. The quiet desperation in her eyes, even amidst her powerful attacks, speaks volumes about the stakes. It's a stark reminder that even the most powerful heroes have very human fears. Back in the dusty, or rather watery archives, Orm and Arthur decipher another ancient text, this one even more cryptic than a teenager's diary. The soft rustle of the ancient parchment, the faint crackle of holographic projections, all point to a stunning revelation. Kordax wasn't alone. He had a brother, and yes, you guessed it, that brother was also trapped with him in Necrus, cursed, and bound to the same dark magic. It's like a family curse, but with more world-ending implications. This detail, buried for millennia, is crucial. It hints that the Black Trident's power isn't just about Kordax, but about this intertwined ancient sibling rivalry, amplifying its malevolence. Orm, ever the lore master, explains the nuances of the ancient magic, the bond between the brothers, and how it directly affects the Trident's immense power. It adds another layer of tragic complexity to their villain, making Kordax less a simple evil and more a victim of his own cursed ambition, twisted by sibling rivalry. With time running out, Arthur and Orm make their final diplomatic push, seeking the alliance of the last remaining independent Atlantean kingdom. This place is even more isolationist and stubborn than your average grumpy grandpa. The rulers, shrouded in imposing ancient regalia, glare at Arthur with undisguised contempt. The guttural growls of their royal guards, the metallic clang of their weapons, are a clear warning. They want nothing to do with Arthur or his brother, or his save-the-world agenda. They're proud, ancient, and perfectly content to let the surface world burn, as long as it doesn't affect their pristine, untouched domain. It's a classic, not my problem attitude, but on a global scale, Arthur tries to appeal to their sense of duty, their heritage, their survival, but their refusal is absolute, a brick wall of stubborn pride. It's a frustrating setback, reminding Arthur that uniting the world is a lot harder than just punching bad guys. While Arthur grapples with stubborn politicians, Manta continues his relentless campaign. He targets a remote Atlantean outpost, a hub of advanced technology. His forces, now more disciplined and brutal, overwhelm the defenses with terrifying efficiency. The metallic shriek of Atlantean defenses collapsing, the crackle of energy weapons. It's a quick and brutal takeover. Manta isn't just destroying, he's stealing. He systematically seizes their advanced technological devices, the kind that probably make our smartphones look like cave drawings. He intends to re-engineer them, to fuse their intricate power with the raw dark magic of the Black Trident, amplifying its destructive potential to terrifying new levels. It's a smart, strategic move, turning their own innovations against them, the low hum of the stolen tech being reconfigured, the eerie green glow of the Black Trident overseeing it all. It's a chilling display of Manta's growing power and Kordax's insidious intelligence. This isn't just a battle, it's a technological arms race with the fate of the planet at stake. The consequences of Manta's actions strike close to home, brutally close. Arthur Jr., their infant son, falls gravely ill. His normally vibrant skin is unnaturally pale, his tiny coughs rack his small body, and his breathing becomes labored. The soft, frantic murmurs of Arthur and Mira as they try to comfort him are heartbreaking. It's a direct, devastating consequence of the environmental toxins and the accelerating degradation unleashed by the Black Trident. The world isn't just metaphorically sick. It's literally poisoning their child. Arthur, usually a man of action, is helpless, reduced to cradling his son and watching him suffer. It's a gut-wrenching moment, highlighting the personal stakes of this global conflict. This isn't just about saving Atlantis. It's about saving his family, his legacy, his future. The sound of his son's weak whimpers is more agonizing than any battle cry, fueling a raw, desperate rage in Arthur that even Orm recognizes as terrifying. Driven by the desperate urgency of his nephew's illness, Orm takes a risk, touching a cursed Atlantean artifact known for its prophetic, albeit dangerous visions. The metallic clang of his hand against the cold, ancient stone sends a jolt through him. He's instantly plunged into a terrifying, vivid vision. The world spins, then solidifies into a chilling tableau. King Kordax, not as a whisper, but in his full, terrifying glory. His eyes burning with ancient malice, his body radiating a palpable aura of dark power, his voice a deep, guttural rumble that shakes Orm to his core. Orm sees Kordax unleash unimaginable devastation, bending the very fabric of reality to his will. The sheer scale of Kordax's power, a malevolence beyond anything Arthur has faced, is laid bare. Orm gasps, pulling his hand away, the cold sweat beating on his forehead. The vision leaves him shaken, a reluctant prophet of doom, now fully understanding the true, terrifying enemy they face. He knows now that Kordax is not just a legend, but a very real, very imminent threat. With Arthur Jr.'s life hanging in the balance and Orm's terrifying vision fresh in their minds, the last vestiges of sibling rivalry evaporate. Their faces are grim, their expressions hardened by a shared, desperate resolve. The casual banter, the sarcastic jabs, all gone. Now, only a profound sense of urgency and a burning desire for vengeance remain. The metallic clang of their tridents as they symbolically cross them in a rare moment of unity is a sound of absolute determination. They stand shoulder to shoulder, not just as brothers by blood, but as allies bound by an unthinkable threat. The sheer malevolence of Kordax, the immediate danger to Arthur's son, it's all the motivation they need. They know the path ahead is perilous, possibly suicidal, but retreating is no longer an option. It's time to take the fight directly, to Manta and the ancient evil he serves, no matter the cost. They are two kings, two brothers, united against oblivion, and honestly, it's about time. With the Fisherman Kingdom's reluctant pledge and other smaller, previously neutral kingdoms now convinced by the growing catastrophe, a truly awe-inspiring sight unfolds. A vast, impressive fleet of Atlantean warships. This isn't just one type of ship. It's a stunning display of world building, a diverse collection of unique designs from various kingdoms, each with its own cultural flourishes and specialized armaments. The deep, guttural hum of their engines, the shimmering energy shields, powering up, the metallic clang of weapons being readied. It's a symphony of preparation. Warriors, clad in their distinctive armors, stand ready for battle, their faces etched with a mixture of fear and determination. This unprecedented alliance, once thought impossible, is now their only hope. Arthur, standing proudly on the deck of his flagship, surveys the armada, a grim sense of purpose in his eyes. The surface world might be clueless, but underwater. An epic battle for the fate of the planet is about to begin. It's like the biggest, most aggressive family reunion ever. The majestic, diverse fleet now makes its solemn approach to Necrus, the lost kingdom that started all this mess. But it's no longer just a frozen ruin. Now, it pulses with an ominous, sickly green dark energy, a literal beacon of evil that illuminates the abyssal depths. The very water around it feels cold and heavy, a chilling whisper of the ancient malice stirring within. The deep, guttural thrum of Cordax's awakening seems to resonate through the ships, a terrifying prelude to the coming storm. The creaking of ice formations and the eerie silence, broken only by the fleet's approach, add to the palpable tension. It's a grand, almost theatrical stage for the final confrontation, a place where history and myth are about to collide with devastating force. Arthur and Orm, side by side on the bridge, exchange a look of grim determination. This is it. No, turning back. Time to either save the world or go down trying, probably with some spectacular explosions involved. Inside Necros, Manta is no longer just a man in a fancy suit. The Black Trident has transformed him, warping his body, making him physically larger, more monstrous, his voice a distorted, guttural echo of Cordax's own. He's become a living extension of the ancient evil. He commands a terrifying army, not just of mercenaries, but of genetically enhanced trench creatures, twisted and weaponized by Cordax's dark magic. Their predatory screeches, usually confined to the darkest abysses, now fill the cavernous halls of Necros, echoing off the ancient ice. These aren't just bigger versions. They're faster, stronger, and far more aggressive, their eyes glowing with the same sickly green light as the Trident. The clatter of their chitinous bodies on the ice, the snapping of their razor-sharp claws, it's a cacophony of primal fear. Manta, now fully under Cordax's sway, relishes the power, utterly consumed by his vengeance, a terrifying spectacle of unchecked ambition and ancient evil. He's officially gone from supervillain to apocalyptic henchman of a forgotten god. And so, the battle for Necros begins. The Allied fleet, a shining beacon of hope, charges into the dark, icy depths, clashing head-on with Manta's horrifying trench army. It's a spectacle of controlled chaos. Energy blasts from Atlantean ships crisscross the water, illuminating the abyssal darkness in brilliant flashes, countered by the guttural roars and lunging attacks of the monstrous trench creatures. The metallic clang of Atlantean weaponry against chitinous armor, the whoosh of energy shields deflecting razor-sharp claws, the thunderous explosions of torpedoes. It's a symphony of warfare, a sensory overload. This isn't just a skirmish, it's an all-out aquatic war, a clash of civilizations and ancient evils. The sheer number of combatants, the scale of the destruction is overwhelming. Our heroes, leading the charge, are right in the thick of it, their individual valor amplifying the collective might of the Alliance. The very fabric of the ocean shudders under the immense power unleashed. While the fleet provides a spectacular and very loud distraction, Arthur and Orm execute their cunning plan, a stealthy infiltration. They slip away from the main battle, navigating a hidden ancient passage that only Orm, with his encyclopedic knowledge of Atlantean lore, could have found. The soft scuff of their boots on ancient icy stone and the muted echoes of the battle outside create a tense, hushed atmosphere. This passage, narrow and winding, is a testament to the Old Kingdom's defensive ingenuity. It's a race against time, a desperate dash to reach Manta and Cordax before the Black Trident's power becomes unstoppable. They know that this isn't a fight they can win with brute force alone. It requires precision, strategy, and a healthy dose of sibling synergy. The metallic clang of their tridents against the occasional falling ice shard is the only sound breaking the silence, each clang a reminder of the impending confrontation. They are two shadows moving towards the heart of darkness. Arthur finally confronts Manta, who is now less man in a suit and more hulking, trident-wielding, evil-possessed monster. The clanging of Arthur's golden trident against the dark, resonating prongs of the Black Trident fills the cavernous chamber. It's a brutal, visceral fight, fueled by years of animosity and now the raw power of ancient evil. Manta, his movements grotesquely amplified, strikes with monstrous strength, his every blow crackling with dark magic. Arthur, fighting with a primal fury fueled by his son's illness, pushes back with all his might, his blows landing with a satisfying yet seemingly ineffective thud against Manta's armored form. The whoosh of Manta's powerful swings, the deep, guttural grunts from both combatants. It's a symphony of violence. This isn't just a rematch. It's a desperate struggle for survival, a clash between the protector of life and the harbinger of ancient death. Manta is faster, stronger, and more unhinged than ever, making this Arthur's most personal and dangerous fight yet. He's literally fighting his dark reflection, only this one shoots evil lasers. While Arthur grapples with the physical manifestation of Manta's rage, Orm focuses on the deeper evil. He sees Manta's suffering, the way Cordax's influence twists and contorts him, making him a tormented puppet. The metallic clang of Manta's arm against a stone pillar as he's flung back by Arthur reveals his deteriorating state. Orm, recalling the ancient texts about Kordax's cursed brother, tries to reach the man beneath the monster. His voice, usually scornful, softens, urging Manta to fight the ancient evil, to remember his father, to remember the man he once was. It's a desperate psychological battle, a plea for the shred of humanity still trapped within the villain. He explains the nature of Kordax's binding curse, how it feeds on hate and ambition, creating a powerful, symbiotic link. The eerie green light from the Black Trident flickers as if reacting to Orm's words, a subtle hint that his words might be having an effect, even on Kordax himself. It's an unexpected moment of empathy from the usually cold Orm, a testament to the complex world-building of this ancient curse. As Arthur and Orm battle Manta and Kordax's insidious influence, the unthinkable happens. The Black Trident, having absorbed enough energy and fed enough hatred, finally shatters with a deafening crack that reverberates through the entire kingdom. The metallic shriek of its breaking echoes like a death knell. From its fragments, a swirling vortex of dark energy erupts, coalescing into the truly terrifying, physically imposing form of King Kordax himself. His eyes, burning with millennia of malice, radiate an ancient, palpable dark power. His voice, a deep, guttural rumble, shakes the very foundations of Necrus. The very air turns cold, heavy with the weight of his malevolence. This isn't just a vision or an influence, it's the real deal, a resurrected ancient evil more powerful than anything they've ever faced. This is the ultimate world-building payoff, the embodiment of an ancient evil come to life. The fight just went from really bad to potentially apocalyptic. With Kordax fully reawakened, the fight becomes a desperate 2-on-1 showdown against an ancient god-king. Arthur and Orm, their sibling rivalry now completely overshadowed by the existential threat, fight side by side, their tridents working in synchronized, powerful strikes. The metallic clang of their tridents against Kordax's ancient dark armor echoes through the chamber, a desperate symphony of defiance. Kordax, immensely powerful, swats them away like pesky guppies, his dark magic deflecting their attacks with contemptuous ease. The deep guttural roars from Kordax are enough to make the ice shiver. They are outmatched, outgunned, and facing a true force of nature. Yet they push on, fueled by the desperate hope of saving their world, their family, everything. It's a beautifully choreographed struggle against overwhelming odds, a testament to their combined strength and resilience. They know that this isn't just a battle for victory. It's a battle for survival against a villain who literally embodies the world's ancient evils, a core tenet of the world building. In a shocking turn of events, a shred of David Kane's humanity, perhaps stirred by Orm's desperate pleas, briefly surfaces. The eerie green glow around Manta flickers, and for a fleeting moment his eyes, through the visor, regain a sliver of their former lucidity. He sees the true horror of Kordax, the ancient evil he has unleashed. With a guttural cry that is more human than monster, he makes a choice. In a critical, self-sacrificial move, he briefly distracts or weakens Kordax, taking a devastating blow intended for Arthur. The metallic clang of Kordax's counterattack is sickeningly final. Manta falls, his iconic helmet clattering to the icy floor, his vengeance-fueled life extinguished, but not before providing the opening Arthur needed. It's a tragic, nuanced end for a complex villain, proving that even pure hatred can be momentarily pierced by a desperate, fleeting act of something resembling good. This, my friends, is why we love our complicated antagonists. With Manta's sacrifice buying them precious seconds, Orm, remembering the ancient lore about Kordax's cursed brother, acts quickly. He performs a desperate arcane ritual, his hands moving with precise, practiced gestures over ancient runes, his voice uttering forgotten incantations. The soft hum of ancient magic fills the air, a stark contrast to the battle's roar. He manages to awaken the dormant spirit of Kordax's long-trapped brother, a being of immense, albeit benevolent, power. The spirit manifests as a shimmering, ethereal presence, a counterforce to Kordax's darkness. In a powerful, visually stunning moment, this dormant power is transferred to Arthur, infusing him with an amplified, pure Atlantean energy, a direct counter to Kordax's dark magic. Arthur feels a surge of ancient power, a warm, vibrant energy rushing through his veins. It's a brilliant piece of world building, showing how deeply intertwined the ancient Atlantean magic is with their history, even with their curses. Now, supercharged with ancient, benevolent Atlantean power, Arthur is no longer just a king. He's a living conduit of pure, heroic energy. His body glows with an ethereal light, his eyes burning with renewed determination. The metallic clang of his trident, now imbued with this amplified energy, crackles with immense power. He channels all this force into one devastating climactic final strike against Kordax. The ancient king, temporarily weakened by Manta's sacrifice and the emergence of his brother's spirit, is momentarily vulnerable. Arthur's roar of pure, focused power echoes through the chamber as he unleashes an attack that combines his physical might with this newly acquired magical energy. It's a truly awe-inspiring display, a burst of light and raw power that clashes dramatically with Kordax's oppressive darkness. This isn't just a punch, it's the culmination of an entire movie's worth of world-building, ancient lore, and a brother's desperate sacrifice, all channeled into one epic blow. You can almost hear the universe sigh in relief. Arthur's monumental strike finds its mark, and with a guttural shriek that seems to tear the very fabric of reality, Kordax is defeated. He doesn't explode in a burst of glory, but rather his malevolent form begins to unravel, his dark energy dissipating like smoke. His spirit, ancient and indomitable, doesn't die. Instead, it retreats, pulled back into an ancient, eternal slumber, trapped once more within the depths of Necrus. The eerie green glow that permeated the Lost Kingdom fades, replaced by a soft, natural bioluminescence. The rumbling of the ice subsides, and the environment begins to stabilize, almost as if the ocean itself is breathing a sigh of relief. The immense pressure of his malevolent influence recedes, and the atmosphere lightens. Arthur and Orm, exhausted but triumphant, watch as the last vestiges of Kordax disappear. It's a victory, not of annihilation, but of containment, a testament to the enduring power of ancient magic and the fragile balance of the world. They essentially just put a deity in timeout, which is pretty impressive. With Kordax subdued, the ripple effects are immediate and profound. News reports from the surface, once filled with dire warnings of climate catastrophe, now show global temperatures returning to normal, the raging storm subsiding, and ecosystems beginning their slow, painful recovery. It's a quiet, scientific kind of victory, but no less significant. Back in Atlantis, the most important recovery takes place. Arthur Jr. is vibrant and healthy once more, his laughter echoing through the royal chambers, a stark contrast to his earlier suffering. The soft gurgle of his happy baby sounds is music to Arthur and Mara's ears. It's a powerful visual reminder of what they were fighting for, a testament to the resilience of life and the triumph over an existential threat. The world, both surface and underwater, begins to heal, slowly but surely, proof that even the most ancient evils can be contained and hope can blossom again. And my boy Arthur finally gets a break from changing diapers, probably. And what of our brooding, formerly incarcerated Orm? Well, with Kordax dealt with, he's no longer a prisoner, but he's also not quite ready for a King of the Year award. Instead, he finds a new, unexpected purpose. He's seen working alongside Atlantean scientists and engineers, using his vast knowledge of ancient lore and advanced technology to help repair the extensive damage caused by Manta's attacks. The soft hum of Atlantean repair drones, the metallic clang of tools against damaged structures, he's actively participating. In the rebuilding process, he's still got that grumpy older brother vibe, but there's a new sense of responsibility in his demeanor. It's a quiet redemption, a path to finding his place within Atlantis, not as a rival king, but as a valued, if still slightly sarcastic, contributor. It's a nuanced piece of world building, showing that even villains can find a path to good, or at least productive community service. Arthur and Mara stand together overlooking a section of Atlantis that is slowly but surely regaining its vibrancy. The soft, gentle currents carry blooming coral, and schools of fish return to their homes. The devastation is still visible, but life is already returning, a testament to the ocean's resilience. Their discussion is quieter now, tinged with reflection on the immense cost of their victory. They speak of the delicate balance between the surface world and the underwater kingdoms, the constant need for vigilance, and the enduring responsibility of the crown. The soft lapping of the water against the ancient structures is a soothing backdrop to their conversation. It's a moment of calm before the inevitable next storm, a pause to appreciate the fragile peace they've earned. Arthur, usually boisterous, is contemplative, realizing that his role as king is less about fighting and more about protecting, nurturing, and constantly working towards a better future for both his worlds. He's not just a hero, he's a steward, a guardian of a complex and beautiful world. The film closes on a powerful, hopeful image. Arthur, Mara, a visibly changed and now reformed Orm, and a healthy, giggling Arthur Jr. standing together. They gaze out at a truly united, vibrant Atlantis, a kingdom that has faced its greatest challenge and emerged stronger, more connected. The shimmering, colorful light of the revitalized coral, the bustling life of the city, the majestic ships. It's a vision of peace and cooperation, a new era for the Seven Kingdoms. The gentle whisper of the ocean currents against the city seems to hum a lullaby of hope. It's a testament to Arthur's journey, from reluctant hero to unifying king, and to Orm's surprising path to redemption. This isn't just an ending, it's a beginning, a promise of a future where surface and sea might finally coexist in harmony, where ancient evils are kept at bay, and where the family business of saving the world continues, one trident swing at a time. It leaves you with a sense of wonder at the vastness of this world and the endless possibilities it holds, a truly satisfying world-building conclusion. This movie reminds us that even when ancient evils rise, and the planet itself seems to turn against us, there's always hope and unity, It's about finding strength in unexpected places, especially within family, even the really annoying family members. So whether you're ruling a kingdom or just trying to get through your Monday, remember that courage, a bit of help from your frenemies, and a whole lot of heart can help you overcome any challenge, big or small. Keep making waves, everyone.